Hey guys, welcome back to Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Last time we went through the volcano with Ruben. Now I'm level 21 and it's time for the lava dome where the third crystal is. Let's go to the right first, because this is the way to get to the life spell. Hot wings, it's a new enemy. Man, I could go for some chicken wings. It's been a while since I've had some good wings. This should work, hopefully. Yeah. And we got another new enemy right after that one. These are ninjas. Every ninja variety in this game is weak to thunder, I think. I think it's just this one and one other variety we see later on. But I'm gonna just target one, because I don't know if I target all three of these people, or even two, I don't know if they would go down. Surprised that Ruben went for the ninja and not the outlier here. Oh well, it's done. But yeah, this is the way we definitely want to go. Yeah, there's another new enemy right there, too. But let's go in here. Yes, another new enemy. See, man, they're just all over the place. And there's one of those other guys, a Vizard and Fangpire. Let's just go with the strategy and hope it works. These Vizard guys are very hard to one-hit kill. Unless I'm thinking of their palette swap version later on in the game. Yeah, apparently I was. Oh, we got a turtle! I can use the battle axe again, yeah! And another one of those guys. Adamant turtles! They're very adamant about being turtles. What a weird name. Fangpire is a dumb name, too. Oh wait, that's usually the animation it does when it's trying to blind me. Yeah, I really like this place. It's kind of a maze, and there's two really good treasures we don't want to pass up, and then we also have to find a floor switch in order to gain access to the boss. So if you forget to do the floor switch before going all the way to the boss, it's a huge headache. I'm gonna put a snowman on this dude, and Ruben can take care of those other guys. So yeah, these guys are obviously way weaker than the mini-boss versions that we fought. I think we're actually about to fight Medusa again, but she's called something else, just like this isn't called Jin. I actually forgot to read what his name was. Yeah, there's Medusa again, but see, she has purple hair instead of green. What's her name? Stethno? No, that wasn't even how you say it. Steno. Attack down, that's an instance where you would want to use a refresher, but yeah, Ruben can one-hit kill her. Like, way different from Medusa. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling he would go first. I was hoping to get that cure in there, but... Found life! There you go! The life that you've always been looking for has just been sitting in a chest in a Super Nintendo game. That was a dumb joke. If only it was that easy to get a life. What's up here? I honestly don't remember... Like I said, it's very easy to get lost in here if you don't know the right path. I did look at a map real quick before playing, so I kind of have an idea, but I'm already kind of confused. This looks like it just goes up to those things. I wish there was a way to zoom out so you could see the different exits in the room. But we'll see where this leads, because... Okay, we got the life spell. That's hugely important, because up until now, if our partner died, there's nothing I could have done about it, but now I can revive him, which is definitely super helpful. But there's a really great piece of armor in here that protects us from fire damage like Ruben. Let's get things together here. This is not where we want to be, I don't think. I'm gonna go back. I think, yeah, it's weird. Now that we went to the right as soon as we first entered this whole place, now I gotta go back up those stairs by the entrance and go left instead. And that should lead to the tunnel that leads to the armor. And then also eventually the floor tile that opens the boss door. I think that's how this works, but then how do you get to the boss door? I forget that part. I don't know. I'll find it eventually. Hey, we got some more hot wings. I do know that that cave right there is just pointless treasure. There's nothing in there. Pew. Oh yeah, I love seeing that 700 in there. Knowing that most of these guys are one-hit kills if it's 600 at least. Yeah, this is the cave. On the map it was like labeled Entrance D, and I looked at every other piece of the map and kind of concluded that that's where I need to go to get to the armor piece. I definitely don't want to miss that armor. I think I did once as a kid. But yeah, you definitely want it, especially for the boss, who's obviously fire-based. And gonna be using fire attacks. Let's boost up with Succeed. I've always liked, I think I've said this in some other LP before, but I typically like fire areas in video games the most out of all other things. Occasionally the snow worlds are really good though, for as much as people hate ice physics and stuff like that, but the snow world in this game was pretty terrible. Although, with the exception of the sad Aquaria music, I did really like that. Also, if you're coming right from part 4 somehow watching this and I sound a little bit more tired, I did kind of step away for a minute. That storm was still going on, and I decided to go outside and just kind of like cool off and watch the storm. It's kind of a favorite pastime. I don't remember, I know this is definitely... I think that's so cool how you could throw a grenade at those. I can't remember, I think this is the right way to the treasure first. This is either to the treasure or to the boss, and I'm hoping it's not to the boss, because otherwise... No, yeah, this is right. This, I remember looking at the map. This should be the chest I want. Lots of enemies guarding it, though. Let's try to target all 3. This is definitely not going to kill them. Yeah, look at how terrible that is. Although, I kind of wonder if Ruben got to go first, if I could have one-shotted 2 of them at once. But yeah, that Bob Ross energy drink sugar is now crashing. Especially from kind of cooling off and just taking a break. Which maybe that's for the better or maybe not, I don't know. It's weird with these videos, especially a game like this, which is just the same thing over and over again. There's like 2 ways you could go about it. You could either be high energy and try to make it exciting, or you could talk about something external, I suppose, and try to... Yeah, I got another level. Sweet, we're almost tied with Ruben. But yeah, basically try to add another layer of interest to it besides just the game. Which I feel like I typically do. Usually when I record stuff, I like to have something to talk about beforehand. You know, for all those moments that kind of get awkward and a little too quiet, I'd be like, well, wait, you're not talking. Fill it with something. And then I'll remember, oh yeah, I wanted to talk about this one thing. But, that's getting harder and harder to do at the moment. It's currently March 25th, 2019, but yeah, there's the moon helm. Let's check this thing out. And replenish the thing. Yeah, see, I have defense power against fire now. So that's good. 9 defense too, upgraded from 4. It's not too bad, I suppose. But yeah, that boost against fire is crazy. Like, I don't know, you'll see if I get attacked with another fire-based thing. Probably at the boss fight of this area. This music's so good. 3? Alright, what are we doing here? We're hoping that Ruben does that, and I kill him. Well, yeah, see, they can petrify you. That's the terrible thing about these birds. Did I ever talk about how you could jump in this game, too? I just think that's kind of nice. It's helpful for when little NPCs are in your way, you can just jump over them. Yeah, this is the right way to the switch. Perfect, now I just gotta remember how the heck to get to the boss door after this, though. That's not good. I really don't understand why Ruben doesn't always go first when he's clearly the faster one. Even if you pull up the stats, it shows his speed is faster. Which makes me wonder, what's it looking at? And also, that spell, I never know what that does. Muffle? And if you're strong against it, it'll say, Ruben is strong against silence attack. And I still don't know what that does, though. Does it, like, decrease magic? That's my guess, is it somehow decreases your magic power. But I really don't know what that does. Usually I'm glad when they use muffle or something on me, because I know it's pretty much just a wasted turn of on their part. But yeah, going back to what I was saying is having something to talk about to fill the silence and how it's getting a little bit harder right now. Like, I've been recording back-to-back LPs lately, and essentially I'm running out of things to say. Which, oddly enough, gives me something to talk about right now. Which is basically, I feel like it's very important to go out and live real life and not even necessarily experience new things, but experience something. Because any experience you get out in the real world could translate to a conversation topic, which is basically what Let's Playing is. Yes, this is the thing I've been looking for. It's just this chubby dude blocking it too. iFlight. What a weird name. Yeah, I like using the sword. But see those doors over there? They're open now. But it is possible to go to those doors first by accident and forget to come over here, and that is a huge pain. Let's enjoy this music for a moment. So good, man. And there's way better tracks coming. The next area has, or the next main dungeon of the game has outstanding music, even better than this one, I would say. And then, of course, the final area of the game has the best music of it all. And, of course, the final boss track itself. This looks right. This looks familiar. My childhood memory is remembering this route. My memory is remembering. That's a good thing for it to do. Pijou. But yeah, I gotta give credit to a lot of Let's Players out there who, that's all they do is every single day is record stuff. And it's like every day you need to have, especially if you do like 30-minute long videos or so, every day. That's like 30 minutes every day that you have to have something to talk about. That's interesting. And I feel like that's also why most Let's Players have like that one LP or a couple LPs that are super memorable to people, because they were really on point with funny stuff to say or interesting things to say. And maybe nowadays, yeah, let's go for the turtle. These guys are so easy thanks to the axe. But yeah, obviously not every single video you do is gonna be amazing. But yeah, just from doing this for as long as I have done it for, it's very hard sometimes to come up with commentary. Especially too, depending on like what time of day you do it. And sometimes it's kind of like an actual job where like it doesn't matter how you're feeling, you gotta do it. Like if you work 9 to 5, you're expected to show up at 9 o'clock and do your job. It doesn't matter if like you're feeling a little groggy that day and don't have much to say, like you're still doing your job. And it might be like when you go to record a Let's Play, it's your only free time of the whole week to do it, so you gotta get it done. But if you're not in the commentary mood, the whole thing kind of falls apart. And there's been times where I do that, where it's like, I really want to play this game, I need to get this recorded, but I'm just not there, the headspace is not right, and I have nothing to say, and in that case I'll generally play the game just to get that part done. And then I'll do post-commentary over top, but that usually isn't as good. But yeah, there's been times where I have the footage all recorded, all edited, ready to go, and I'm ready to do a commentary track, a post-commentary track over it. And the video will be up, my whole video editing software will be up all day, and I just can't think of anything to say. And that's such a pain in the neck when, like, you know, you waste a whole day and you didn't get anything done. So yeah, I gotta give a lot of credit to Let's Players who do it all the time without fail and somehow don't run out of things to say. Because it's not easy. At least not when you've done it enough to the point where you've said pretty much everything interesting that you ever could have said. And I think it's in those instances where you gotta step away and go get some real-world experience that can generate thoughts and create a new interesting thing to say. You know? That's what I think anyway. I don't know. But what do I know? Ah, Crud, what are you doing to me? That's not good. That's really not good. Come on, Ruben, snap out of it and heal me. Ruben? Ah, what the heck? Okay, wait, that's not anything. Okay, what? He snapped out of it, but he didn't. Oh, you gotta stop doing that. Okay, that's good. Do it again. Yes, oh, you missed. That's not good at all. Is this gonna be a slow, agonizing death? Oh, no. At least the music is good when you die. There it is. I'm defeated. First death. I do not give up. Okay, well, hold on. This time. Okay, that's good. No! You did it again! Dude, you gotta heal me. Oh! This is not good at all. Come on, Ruben, you're faster than that. Go! Okay, good. That's not the confusion thing. There he goes with the silence attack, whatever that does. Yeah, you're done. Eat it. You guys are roasted. Well, that was terrible. I should have manually controlled Ruben and took out the Medusa chick first, since she's the one that was petrifying everybody. Or was it the other thing? I don't know. We got turtles. I like turtles. Wow, that's so stupid. I hate when dumb internet stuff like overplays itself. Another thing about Let's Plays too, how I was saying how sometimes you're all ready to go and you know you've got to do it, you're all set up, but the thing that's not set up is your mouth because you can't do the commentary for some reason, because maybe you're just like depressed or something and it's just, you can't, like, I don't even know how radio DJs do it in those instances, like when you really just, because all of us do that, we like to play video games, it's nice to just sit in a corner or whatever, well, not a corner, but you know what I mean, sit in your own space and just not talk, not say anything, and just enjoy something. With a Let's Play, you can't do that because you're also talking the whole time. And it's the same thing with like radio DJ stuff, it's like they just never stop. Oh, crud, are we doing this again? He's so dead. Oh man, what is with these stupid Medusa fights? And there's the final blow dart to the face. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, wait, hold on. We've been here before. We know what we must do. We must get the claw. Switch to manual. Attack with white. And then attack the chick that's causing all the trouble. And now it's done. It's that simple! Manual control, see? That's what happens. And we leveled up for it, see? You make a right decision and you get rewarded. We're now on par with Ruben, but that's interesting. Look how many more squares of life he has compared to us. I don't know why. That's the thing with every partner. They always have more life than you, even if you're at an identical numerical level. Which is strange. It's just a Mystic Quest thing. I don't know. But to finish what I was about to say when I went on the whole radio DJ chant, Chant? Wow. You can tell I'm tired all of a sudden. Not chant. What is... It starts with a T. What is the word? Tangent. There you go. How does tangent become chant in my brain? Too much sugar. The energy drinks are finally destroying whatever brain cells I have left. I don't know. But the thing is, you can sometimes create a mixed Let's Play. And what I mean by that is maybe part 1 is high energy and exciting and it seems slightly interesting even if you're not really interested in the game. But then parts 2 and 3, you run into that commentary roadblock issue where you're just low energy and it takes every little thing you got just to say anything at all. And it shows in the tone of your voice and everything, and it's just kind of boring to listen to. So already you've lost everybody who was interested in it from part 1, because suddenly now the whole thing is flatlined because parts 2 and 3 were boring as crap, which is exactly how I feel about this Mystic Quest Let's Play so far. Part 4 I liked. Part 1 was okay too because there was a little bit of excitement in the beginning, but I can feel it right now. It's like how I'm talking. Okay, that didn't do anything. I was hoping. Gotta throw things at the wall sometimes because I don't remember all the weaknesses of this thing. But you don't even need weaknesses in this game. Just attack. And eventually it'll work out in your favor. It's an entry-level RPG after all. But see, that's what I'm getting at too is, okay, so part 1 was, good enough. 2 and 3 sucked, but then part 4 was pretty good, I guess, comparatively. And that can happen across Let's Play sometimes. Like, sometimes you have really interesting things to say, and it could be something you want a lot of people to hear, but they're not going to hear it because it's like part 17 of, like, Let's Play Fisher-Price I Can Remember on the NES, you know? Like, nobody's going to look at that. If it was part 1, maybe, because part 1's always the most watched. I don't know where I'm going, by the way, but look what we found. This isn't right. This leads to, like, outside or something. What is this? Oh, yeah. I don't know, for some reason coming out there on that ledge right now by that lava reminded me of that scene from Dante's Peak where the grandma's, like, feet burn off in the canoe. Which is so they take a canoe over lava. I don't know, man. The stupid natural disaster movies are all terrible. Where the heck am I going? I gotta get to that bird. I know you... Oh. I'm what you call stupid. Hot Wings. Hot Wheels leading the way. Dude, I had a Hot Wheels car wash. That was like my favorite toy back in the 90s. I washed so many toys in that. I mean, like, wow. So many cars, Matchbox cars or Hot Wheels, or both. They're all, like, relatively the same size. Blah, 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 blah. Just pressing buttons and it'll pay off. That is a nice feature of this game, how it remembers what you last did. So you can just quick mash A super quick going into a fight and repeat what you exactly just did. I like little time saver things like that, although, I don't know. You know when I was comparing this game to Paper Mario, like, oh yeah, it's like the same as grinding off of Goombas. I don't know, I think it is different. Like, Paper Mario is definitely way better than this game, I would say. 1 and 2, at least. I do want to cover those games at some point, by the way, too. I feel like that's an RPG that has enough color, enough... I don't know, there's just... The Paper Mario games are charming, I guess is the word. There's a lot of charm to them. And it's just like a happier tone. I love Toad Town. Toad Town is such a great atmosphere. I spent so much time in Tasty's little thing, mixing and matching ingredients. It's a good game. I love the first Paper Mario. The second one's good too. I know a lot of people say that's the best, and I understand. but I'm very partial to the first one on the N64. Yes! Finally! Although I've enjoyed this. This is way better than the Ice Pyramid one that we did. And the Bone Dungeon, I feel like, doesn't even count. That place is so short. These guys are cool. I always liked the little Komodo... Well, yeah, they're Komodo dragons. Nice. Nice! Yeah! We're very close to the boss. I like this boss a lot. Died a whole bunch as a kid on him. Not like permanent death, but lots of... Like, I would get fatal status, then my partner would get fatal. Lots of using the life spell, basically. It kind of goes back to that whole argument about, were you better at video games as a kid, or are you better now? And for some reason, that's always hard to answer, because sometimes it's one, and other times it's the other. But I think overall now, most of us are better at these games that we thought were hard. But I think a lot of that too might be because we just have more experience with them, so we just know everything at this point. There's the boss, but what's over here? We can safely get back. Cure potions? Wait, if you're gonna be telling me that, I'll use some. Yeah. Alright, we gotta use a seed and get full magic again. For both of us. Well, Ruben, I think, is already maxed. 23 is his. Next, save before a boss fight, as usual. I like this boss, though. Let's do it. It's the end of the line for you, chum. I don't know, I felt like it should have chum at the end of it. Yeah! Dual head Hydra, this thing's cool. Let's go. White is gonna be our friend. 555. 1-800-555. 1425. That's something about this game that I haven't said yet. My senior year of English in high school, we had to write a paper on something. I'm so dead. No, but it was a good choice to use life anyway. Yeah, that paper, I forget, we had to pick a certain topic, any topic of our choice, and write like a 10-page or 12-page paper with all sorts of citations. And I did mine on C++ programming, and I got all these books from the library that I cited. And I remember it was the first time I learned about, like, if-then statements and just, like, the very basics of game logic. And every single thing that I learned in those books that I read and cited in my paper, I thought of this game as I was reading and learning about it. Because it was, like, the easiest thing to think of, like, okay, if you select Cure Potion, then this happens, you know? Like, you could easily play with the changes and what happens on screen. It's very easy with RPGs to understand game logic, because it's very... You're basically choosing every single option that happens, whereas, like, another game, it's just all happening all on its own, and you're just influencing some stuff. Like, RPGs are basically constantly paused with just the music track playing at all times. And you decide everything else that happens. Like, you have to activate the triggers, basically. Yeah. That's a cool little pose for the dragon, dude. The Hydra. We'll go... Nope, curing myself was pointless. Well, better safe than sorry. Is that it? Nope. Ah, come on, Ruben. You need to get a cure spell. Those potions don't do a thing. That's gotta be it. No? Okay, Yeah, that was cool. 2 axe attacks back to back. You just, like, envision chopping off the head of these Hydra things. I don't know. That was a lot easier than I remembered. Like, I'm not even really paying attention. I'm just selecting stuff that seems right. I don't know. It's like those times where you're so tired and you don't even know how you got home, but you remember you did drive. We did it! There's one crystal left to go. I remember a person from Windia saying something about a crystal. Windia? Where's that? To the southeast of the focus tower. Uh-oh. Things are exploding. We're still in there, dude. Well, it's carving a shortcut back to the focus tower, which is nice. And we now have access to another battlefield. And now we legitimately have the sun coin, not glitched in the inventory. That could be it, but I kind of want to... How fast would it be to take out a battlefield, since I always cut out all the fights except for the last one anyway, or the first and the last one. Let's do it. This one is actually super difficult, though. But, yeah, we have a shortcut back to the focus tower. Let's do it. You'll see the trope of this one. Look at that. 2 of this unexpected attack. Every single one of these is an unexpected attack. It's either 2 of these guys or 2 Medusas. But like the weaker version of Medusa, whatever her name was. But yeah, every single time they attack first. And that's kind of what makes this difficult, because they can paralyze you, confuse you, or petrify you. And since they attack first, it's kind of like there's nothing you could do. You could get a bad setup, I suppose. Hopefully this is good enough since they already have damage on them. Yeah! Alright, I'll see you at the final fight. This is going to be a little tricky. I'm basically going to be curing between each one. But that's alright. Last one. These 2 are giving me trouble. I failed one of them. Just get the attack in, whatever you do. There we go. What do we get for this? It better be good. That was the hardest one yet. 1068. We've gotten bigger rewards than that. Anyway, it's done. So next time we go to a whole new area of the focus. Oh, we get to hear the best music in the game next time. First thing next time. I can't wait. See you then.